Welcome to your midweek update. KCTK Radio's midweek update. And if you're getting this on your podcast feed, you usually get the past week, next week, where we guarantee that we give you all the information that you need. But the news moves so quickly that you need your midweek update. If somehow you're getting this and you want to give us a call at 913-735-0060, you can. Okay, let's take a look at the top 5 news stories and get you updated.
Number 5.
Now, in an announcement to divert you from the Epstein files, President Trump ordered the release of all remaining government records on Amelia Earhart's disappearance, citing transparency, public interest, in the long-standing mystery. It is unclear how much new information the files contain or when it will be made available. Of course, we don't know when it's going to get actually delivered, but the White House emphasizes the move is aimed at satisfying public curiosity. The only thing the public is curious about is the Epstein files that Donald Trump, Elon Musk, or I like to call him Leon Musk, and I think Peter Thiel's in. Oh, Steve Bannon as well. Release those, and no one will really care about Amelia Earhart. By the way, kids, Amelia Earhart is an aviator, a famous woman aviator. She was going around the world, and her plane went down somewhere, and no one knows where she is. But don't worry, Trump's all over this, so just consider that another promise made, another promise kept.
Number 4.
Ooh, this is good. I know you're going to feel safe about this. The National Guard is sent into Portland. Portlandia. President Trump has deployed National Guard units to Portland, Oregon, citing protection of immigration facilities and maintaining order after unrest. State and local leaders oppose the move, warning it is unnecessary and could escalate tensions. The deployment intensifies debate over the federal government's role in local security management. I should do that again. In an attempt to divert you from the Epstein files, President Trump has deployed National Guard units to Portland. In this week, in the last couple of weeks, the president and I guess he's the War. He's the Secretary of War. Brought all the generals in and humiliated themselves with nonsense. And this is more nonsense to kind of make people feel like they're fighting crime. And we know what you do to fight crime. It's been proven over and over again. You pay for it. You pay for police. You pay for training. You pay for services. The president doesn't want to do that, so much so that the taxes are cut for billionaires, not you and I. And now we don't have money to do those things. But let's pretend like we're doing something and pick on a Democratic-leaning city. So that is what's going on with that story.
Number 3.
Okay, this is the one that really kind of gets my goat here a little bit, folks. Bad Bunny, soul headliner. Bad Bunny. I'm used to Bugs Bunny. Thank you very much. I thought it said Bugs Bunny, but it's Bad Bunny. Has been announced as the headliner for the Super Bowl halftime show in California later in January. The selection has sparked discussion, with some critics citing his lyrics, public statements, and Puerto Rican heritage as points of controversy. Ooh. He has also decided not to include U.S. dates on his upcoming world tour due to concerns about immigration enforcement at concerts. Again, I got excited by this. I thought it was Bugs Bunny. I mean, that's who they need, right? He can bring everyone together. He can bring Elmer Fudd out there, do these little tunnel around the football field, come up and fool Elmer Fudd, or maybe even Sylvester the Cat. I don't know, not a performer for the Super Bowl, but it ends up being Bad Bunny. And guess what? I don't know who Bad Bunny is. I don't know who he is. So I took up to 5 seconds to figure out who he was. I actually did see him on Saturday Night Live last year. He's going to host on Saturday. He was the host and the musical guest. He does a type of pop music now, all in Spanish with native language, and he is from Puerto Rico, which is, by the way, in America, in our country. And it comes to find out he is the number 2 most downloaded artist of all time. Of course, number 1 being Taylor Swift. So I wonder why NFL wanted someone so popular to do that. Oh, that's right, because more people will watch. The NFL have done an amazing job of trying to reach out to other countries, including South America. South America's not a country, I know that. But they played in South America. And if you have an artist as popular as Bad Bunny, you're going to get more views. It's good for business. More people will watch. And just because you don't like that type of music doesn't mean other people don't like that type of music. It has really got under my nerves this week because I don't know who Bad Bunny is. I can't name a Bad Bunny song, but it doesn't make a difference. I never thought they should put exactly who I want in the Super Bowl because I somehow have this ability to think beyond right here in front of my face. I have the ability to think just because I don't know something doesn't mean it's not true. Here's what's going to happen. A world-class entertainer, Bad Bunny, will be fined for 9 minutes of the Super Bowl halftime. And God, if the Chiefs are in it, I'm not going to be watching it. I'm going to be too nervous. And if the Chiefs aren't in it, I'm going to be too mad to watch the Super Bowl anyway. The self-aggrandized and narcissism of all these people who say they don't know who Bad Bunny is and mad because they're in the Super Bowl, it just doesn't. Why is there so many people who think the world revolves around them? I don't understand. Pull your head out of your own little bubble. Look around. Realize the world is not necessarily about you. And maybe this is a popular artist. They're not just grabbing some guy from Puerto Rico. He is a world sensation. And I'm tired. I'm so tired of MAGA being such whiny little babies.
Number 2.
Okay. Job market weakness. Private U.S. employers cut 32,000 jobs in September, the largest monthly decline since 2023, according to ADP. Economists warn it signals slowing labor market growth. The official job report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics is delayed due to the government shutdown, leaving the private data as a key indicator. That's actually not true. They fired the person in charge of that data because President Trump didn't like it. They're running behind, but the government is shut down now. So I sure do hope that this doesn't keep increasing layoffs and having lots of people unemployed. It's not a good sign. I hope it's just a blip, and we can go back to employment. That would, wouldn't it? I think it would too.
And number 1.
Okay, the number 1 story this week in your midweek update. By the way, when you watch or listen to Past Week, Next Week, we do the news quiz. We ask the questions. We try to identify the answer. This is kind of our study session for that. Because we'll probably be talking about the same things. You're going to hear the same BS from me, but you're going to know the answers. When you know the answers, you're going to pat yourself on the back, walk around, and you're going to feel good. The day's going to be yours. You're going to be a champion when it comes to the news quiz. So thanks for studying up. And did I mention this?
And number 1.
Yeah, the number 1 is government shutdown. The federal government has shut down after lawmakers missed a funding deadline. Hundreds of thousands of employees are affected. 9 essential operations nationwide have closed, while essential workers in national security, law enforcement, and traffic control continue without pay. Agencies are following shutdown plans until Congress approves new funding. Of course, the president and the Republicans are blaming the Democrats, but they're not in power. The Republicans are the majority in the House, Senate, Supreme Court, and the president. In the Senate, to get a spending bill passed, you do need 60 votes. There are only 53 Republicans. So you do need some Democratic votes to get the spending plan passed. but that's 7. That is 15% of the Senate Democrats. You just have to have 15%. And usually what happens is that we have a president who's a leader who tries to reach out to other people to say, here's why you should vote on this bill. Now, Lions, what they've always done is said, well, we'll include this part of the bill to get your vote, take this out to get your vote. Democrats have said they don't want cuts to the subsidies for the Obamacare, which makes sense. But this president isn't even doing that. He's blaming everything on the Democrats as if they're in charge. This guy is such a whiny little guy. It's so pathetic. So he doesn't even try to reach out. He doesn't try to get everybody on board. He doesn't try to bring us together after national tragedies. It's really sad. We're in a very frightening time. And the only way that we can deal with it is just come together and learn from each other and know more about what's going on. And that's the point of the midweek update, your midweek update on KCTK Radio. I'm going to do this every so often. Yeah, I'm just going to jump in, and it's going to be updated. And then it's updated, and I move on with my life. You feel good about yourself. And then you always listen to Past Week, Next Week. And that is on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. And that's a lot more fun because there's more people, funny people, as opposed to just me. So thank you for listening to your midweek update on KCTK, your favorite podcast provider.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.